We had looked at other schools, and I had been a product of both public and independent education. And I know what it did for me. I wanted that for my children. I wanted them to be able to experience what I had experienced. And so we did look at quite a few different schools. And my husband and I fell in love with the project approach, with the teachers in the preschool and how they knew the children so well. The class sizes were perfect. Yeah, we just fell in love with it.
Our kids in pre-K or kindergarten, when they start, they get up on their feet, they talk to adults about things that they're passionate about or things that they've learned in class. That eye-to-eye contact between teacher and parent and student is there right from the beginning. These kids know how to socialize with adults, and they've learned it here at Liggett.
It's amazing. When they go into the classrooms, they look the teacher in the eye. All of those skills, they shake their hand, all of those skills are the little things that I don't think they would get anywhere else, and I think that's special to Liggett. My son, with the project approach, they start presentation skills, writing skills, right from pre-K. And those skills have followed him all the way through. He just took the ACT and scored within the top 7% in the country. And he would tell you it's because of what he learned in his writing all the way through Liggett.
The experience between the teachers, when the feeling that the children get when they know that there's faculty members, not just their teachers, but other teachers as a whole, really care about them and care about the experience that they have, just not only academic or activities, but just their personal experience that they're going to come when they're going to graduate from here, whether they start in pre-K or middle school or high school. The feeling that they get, it really builds confidence, and the confidence just radiates onto so many other things that they're going to carry on for forever.
The faculty, they know these kids so well. There's no hiding in those classrooms. They know what they do on the weekends. How was the hockey tournament? Did you score a goal in your soccer game? They truly take an interest. They're here for these kids and for us. I mean, I really feel like that's a support network that doesn't always exist.
My daughter, who's a fourth grader, her teacher, Mr. Lee, is very invested in all of those kids, how they're learning, how they're growing. She made a hockey team that was a new competitive hockey team. For her first game, he was there. We didn't even know. He hadn't told her, he hadn't told us. He doesn't live on this side of town. He knew she was nervous about it. She talked about it in class. And so he showed up to support her and was sitting in the stands.
That's the best part about Liggett. The teacher is not just the teachers. They form a bond with your child, and it becomes more personal, like more one-on-one.
The faculty is fantastic. I have a upper school teacher who stops me in the hall when she sees me, and she's watched my daughter. She's an upper school teacher, but she's watched my daughter grow from the time that she was 3 here. She was born in another country and had difficulty learning English. She's watched her grow, and she's told me, I cannot wait to have her in my class in upper school. I can't wait. I've watched her grow. I've watched her progress. I don't know how many schools you can say that about, where the faculty get to watch these children grow, and they're excited when they get to their class.
I've made some very important lifelong friends myself. I have parents that I can turn to if I have problems, if I have questions, if Jimmy's having difficulty with anything. There's a built-in support group. And so not only has he made lifelong friends, but I have as well.
My son has extra moms, that I know he can go to, that he would trust, and they're family to him. He's grown up with them. They're his other moms. I think that's invaluable.
It doesn't feel like a big institution, it's more like a community. The best experience for me is when my kids wake up and they tell me they want to go to school.
Yes.
That's how I know they love school, they love where they're at, and it doesn't feel like they have to go. It just feels like a community.
My son Spencer is graduating in a couple weeks. He was really melancholy on that last day of school on May 11th. He woke up and he said, "Mom, I don't know how I'm feeling. I can't believe it's over. It's been so great." I mean, he almost teared up and it was really special.
What I cherish about Liggett is that both of my children have loved being here and have been successful here, and they could not be more different. Their strengths and weaknesses are really different, and the teachers have communicated with them and helped them blossom in different ways.
These teachers put into making sure the little kids are really learning, learning what what's in front of them. So the fourth graders, they did a poetry jam. They wrote poems about everything you can imagine, different poetry forms, put it all over the school, brought the parents in to show us. That's a lot of effort on behalf of those two fourth grade teachers when they could, sit in a classroom and just have them read poetry out of a book instead. They had them interact with every type of poetry they encountered during that lesson.
And those kind of projects are exactly what makes our kids stand out in high school, in college. The pride that they have in themselves really makes them stand out.